player leaving the Raiders for the San Francisco 49ers. No one expected this. The latest information released links the Raiders' second-best defender to a possible trade with the 49ers. In exchange, the Raiders would receive another receiver since Michael Gallup ended up retiring, leaving the Raiders without many options on the market. If you are interested in receiving information from the Raiders, subscribe to the channel. The trade rumors that are hovering over the NFL now involve the San Francisco 49ers and wide receiver Brandon Ayuk. The 2023 second-team All-Pro wanted a new contract, but now he has requested a trade. The Las Vegas Raiders are a team that needs wide receiver help, but Ayuk was at Arizona State when Antonio Pierce was a defensive and recruiting coordinator there, and he was raised in Nevada. The Athletics' Vic Tafur floated a trade idea that would see Ayuk sent to the Raiders for defensive end Malcolm Kuntz and a 2025 third-round pick. Social media gave us a hot Ayuk for Davante Adams rumor this week, thanks, Internet. But it doesn't make much sense for the Raiders, Tafur wrote in a July 19 column. Both receivers will need a new contract soon. Ayuk is unhappy while Adams is set to make $36 million in salary in 2025, and Adams is the better player. The Raiders are also very interested in their number 2 receiver, Jakobi Meyers, and have drafted tight end/Swiss Army knife Brock Bowers. So the best they could do would be to offer Kuntz and a third-round pick, given how deep they are on the defensive line, and no one should trade for 2023 first-round pick Tyree Wilson. Wilson has worked hard this offseason to get stronger, and that would open up a spot for him alongside Max Crosby. But that still feels like a stretch, and a big move right now for a new general manager in Tom Telesco, who is still trying to get a feel for how good his team is. Being able to trade for Ayuk without having to give up Davante Adams or a first-round pick would have to be very appealing. A wide receiver trio of Adams, Ayuk, and Jakobi Meyers could be the best in the NFL. Not to mention, the team could also have a star tight end duo in Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer. The Raiders don't have a great quarterback on the roster, but it would be hard for any passer not to thrive with that many weapons. Giving up Kuntz would be painful, because he looks like a player on the rise. However, as Tafur noted, the Raiders spent the number 7 pick on Tyree Wilson just a year ago. They may want to see what they have in him rather than having to pay Kuntz a lot of money after the season. Now, if Kuntz proves that last season wasn't a fluke, then his value would be at least a first-round pick, but San Francisco can't know for sure if he's a player whose value is comparable to Ayuk. Prior to 2023, he had 2.0 combined sacks in 2 seasons. Perhaps if Ayuk is still on the roster at the start of the season and Kuntz continues to play at a high level, a trade closer to the deadline could make some sense, especially if Wilson starts to show some flashes.